Yeah, I would like to pay homage to the Buddha. I pay homage to the Dhamma and pay homage to the Sangha, and I would like to respect all venerable here. Yeah, and say hello all people in social media, Facebook and YouTube. I want to share to all of you here about my topic that talk about general education. Why a lot of people in Cambodia and a lot of people in around the world they decided to study English language. What is the benefit of studying English language? So I want to tell all of you some points, to tell you about the benefit of studying English language. You can look at in the recent day, a lot of people in Cambodia, especially for the student, right? Yeah, for the student, pay attention study English. Start from some children or some students they live in town, live in city. They study English. Start from they was born. No, sorry, study English from primary school until he finished bachelor degree or master or doctoral degree. So I want to tell some point that talk about the benefit of studying English language. In the present day, study English language very important because English language you can say international languages, international language. United Nations, UK, United Kingdom, USA, and Singapore, Australia. Take English language is the first language. A lot of people live in around the world use English language to practice for their daily life, for communication, for run business, for investment, especially for the research, right? Very important for the student study at university. University in the present day very very useful for them for research in Google because in technology, example YouTube and Facebook. Instagram, Twitter, and Google, use English language in the present day. If you want to understand clearly about Buddha teaching, you want to understand about general education, history, biography, politics, you use English language to research in Google or in YouTube. You will gain some knowledge or some idea from other speakers in the world as well. And other point, if you want to develop your society, you want to develop your country, English language play an important role, to do something, to communicate. Example, in our continent, ASEAN continent, you see, yeah, ASEAN continent, you can call ASEAN continent have a lot of countries, but I want to mention 10 countries you can call ASEAN, Southeast Asian nation, that take English is the language that for communicate, for communicate. Example, summit in Cambodia use English language, right, to create the question and to give the answer as well. So English language very important for all of you, but sometimes you don't forget study your language as well. Example, you are Khmer, don't forget study Khmer language. And when you understand about Khmer language, you can study second language, English language. Study for what? Study for you, example, you want to find a job to do in the present day. You want to become a teacher, you want to become a business, you want to become an employee, businessman, businesswoman. English language very important for, for your daily life in the present day. I want to tell all you about why a lot of people in around the world decided to study English. You can look at in the present day, USA, the USA, the country, you can say the powerful weapon and economy. Yeah, the powerful weapon and economy control everything. Control everything in around the world. You can say number one talk about economic and number one talk about military or weapon. And UK, UK is the modern country as well in European continent, and Singapore, the modern country, you can say developed country, and Australia, the modern country, mean that not only UK or USA or Singapore or Australia, a lot of countries in around the world decided to take English language as a second language. It's a kind of example in Cambodia and other country in ASEAN continent, Africa continent, European continent, and Oceanic continent. English language very important for your life. So I want to add more about this. If you want to develop, if you want to develop your ability, don't forget study English language. You research from what? You research from Google. You research from some book that some people they wrote about English language in the present day. You know, English very important for your life. Communicate with other people. For example, some foreigners they come from other countries. They want to understand about our culture. They want to understand about our civilization. They want to understand about our Buddhism. You can say our Buddhism. They want to understand about our people in Cambodia. What can we do? You know, mean that you use English language to communicate with them, to share, you know, share to them about our culture, about our civilization, our Buddhism. You know, some part of Buddhism to explain them about the good, you know, the good Sharia Buddha teaching. Example, for sublime state, loving kindness, compassion. You know, and that Buddha teaches about noble eight noble. Eight full noble part, you know, right standing, right thought, right speech, you know, right action, you know, right effort, a lot, you know. So English language very important for your life, for you want to share, you want to gain knowledge from other people, you know, English play an important role to develop something, you know. But English language, you can say if you want to develop your English, don't forget study every day, you know, study everything. Study every day, you know, study every day, study and practice. You can say learn and practice. Practice here means that practice every day for your speaking, your writing, and your listening, your reading, you know. And thank you so much, all of you. I cannot explain everything, but I explain some part of education, general education to all of you here. Yes, thank you so much, all of you.